Today we are at Crumbl Cookies, and we are going to be trying 4 new to us cookies. So first of all, we have a Snickerdoodle. Now we've had a Snickerdoodle in the past, but it had frosting on it. This is just the unfrosted Snickerdoodle cookie. And then we have a red velvet white chip. You can see all the white chips. And then we have one that's called caramel cake, and this is new. And then lastly, we have a Boston cream pie, and it is a huge cookie. Okay, so we were going to go over prices. I'm going to go over prices while Kevin is cutting the first one for us. The price is, for a box of 4, it is $12.63. I tell you that every week.
What never changes.
What I don't tell you is that every single week in Kentucky, they charge a 6% sales tax. So we pay 76 cents. At this Crumbl location, they also charge a service fee, and it is a 6% service fee. So you're paying another 76 cents. So when
I asked about it too, and it doesn't have anything to do with tap to pay.
Kevin thought maybe we were paying more because he was using tap to pay.
Or Apple Pay or something.
Tell them what they told you.
The exact words were, my understanding, so she didn't have a 100% answer, but she said, my understanding is it's for us to put the boxes together and for us to put custom cookies in your boxes. I thought that was the whole point of paying the $12.
We won't elaborate on our opinion of that because I could go on and on about it.
I'm sure you can guess our opinion on that.
Yeah, but...
And it's not a lot of money. It's 76 cents or whatever, but still, it's an additional tax basically charged.
Yes.
And if everybody's doing that, it adds up to some money.
Yes. So anyway, that's just that's what it is.
This is what it looks like.
This is the Snickerdoodle. This is soft yet crispy. A sweet vanilla sugar cookie coated in a sparkly cinnamon sugar crust.
It smells very flowery. It smells like cookie flour. I think it's neat how they can just get them cooked enough to hold them together, but they still seem like they're not cooked.
It's delicious. It's good,
but it does taste very doughy.
The cinnamon isn't overpowering. It isn't too strong. I think, children's taste buds are new, and I think cinnamon could affect them more than us. However, I think this cookie would be perfect for child or adult because the cinnamon is so light. What makes this cookie fantastic is how soft it is. It's warm, and it's a very, very soft cookie. It just like melts in your mouth.
It does. It's got a good flavor to it. Like I said, it kind of has a flowery, doughy kind of flavor with a little bit of cinnamon in it. It's not as good as like their sugar cookie flavor.
Right.
Because it does taste more flour dough. Like if you eat raw bread dough.
Right.
Kind of has that kind of flavor to it. It's not bad, don't get me wrong, but it's just not as sweet.
I do like it, but I am for like over the top sweet. So given the choice between this Snickerdoodle and the one with the frosting, of course I'm going to choose the frosting. That goes without saying. This is the red velvet white chip, your favorite cake elevated. A dark red velvet cookie loaded with gooey white chips.
It's full of them.
Oh yes. Oh, wow. I'm impressed with that because so many items say red velvet, and you really don't taste any difference between a red velvet and a chocolate.
No, that actually is a little bit different flavor.
This is different.
And normally, red velvet has like a cream cheese frosting. This one doesn't have that, which I'm kind of glad because if cream cheese frosting, which I love their cream cheese frosting, by the way, one of my favorites.
Yeah.
It would have killed the flavor of the red velvet and the actual white chips too. It would have overcome that flavor. So I like it that they didn't put the stuff on top.
If you appreciate red velvet, I tell you who would love that is our daughter Ashley. If you appreciate red velvet, but you don't want all that cream cheese, you would love this because that is the perfect red velvet. They did an awesome job with that.
So which one you want? The next caramel?
The caramel.
Okay.
And the caramel cake is new. It is a fluffy sugar cookie smothered with sweet and smooth caramel glaze. So, sugar cookie, sweet and smooth caramel glaze. So all the caramel flavor,
They can get my hand turned that way.
all the caramel flavor is going to be in that glaze.
On the top, yeah.
Right. Okay.
And it's not a runny glaze like a really watery glaze. It's a thicker caramel.
You know what though? That glaze, that caramel glaze is so strong. They didn't need to flavor the cookie at all because the glaze is strong enough. Kevin, it's so
Drop it on my cookies.
soft that it is just falling apart.
I love that caramel.
I do too. It's sweet, very sweet, but it's not over the top sweet.
No, it's nice.
It's
It's
the
just the right amount. Yeah, it would have been overkill if they put like more sweetness in there, or if they put some chips or something in there.
Is there a caramel that it almost reminds me of butterscotch?
Yeah, it does have a butterscotch kind of flavor. That's very good. The only thing that would have elevated if they'd sprinkled a little sea salt on top of it.
Oh yeah.
That would have been really
well, I'm sure they'll do that.
I want to pick this whole cookie up just so you can see it.
Yeah, this is.
Think about a Reese's cup. You know how it's made in like a cupcake paper almost. You can tell this was made in a tart pan of some kind. It's
huge.
It's thick. It's more like a tart than a cookie.
Yeah, like a Boston cream tart.
Yeah.
Boston cream pie, a New England inspired cookie topped with tasty vanilla pastry cream and a rich chocolate ganache.
That's a thick cookie too. Okay, I'm trying to make this to where I can get it as even as possible, but the cream on top is very like pudding-like.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna hand you this piece because I think I can get away with picking that one. I wanted to hold it himself. I think it was.
I mean, that's big and it's cold. This is a cold.
It is a cold cookie. Put that back on there.
The center of it is like pudding. And because it's cold, it even reminds you more of pudding.
I was wearing a lot of it. I definitely see cream though. Like if you get a Boston cream donut and it's got that filled consistency, it is probably more like that donut cream than it is a pudding, but it's very similar to pudding as well.
Yes, and I think it
kind of a mixture between.
Yeah, it reminds me of pudding because we like to put our pudding cups in the refrigerator and it's cold like that, and it does have that thickness, that texture. But the flavor of it does remind you of the cream inside of like a donut, a Boston cream donut.
And the cookie itself has a little bit of almost a chewiness to it. It's not quite as crumbly as the sugar cookies were.
I think that's the difference in it being cold and warm.
Could be.
Yeah.
That's really good. I like that.
Yeah, I do too.
I like it, but it's probably not one I would buy all the time, but I do like it because it's not, if you wanted an option that's not super sweet, that would be a good one to get. Because it's not over the top sweet.
I agree. Yes, usually, and it's funny how that happens. Usually every single week there's one cookie that's not too sweet.
Right. It's manageable for anybody that doesn't want a lot of sweet.
This week, I think that would be the one.
That one or the Snickerdoodle. Either one of those.
Yeah, the Snickerdoodle is sweet, but it's not over the top either. Definitely my favorite of the 4 this week is the caramel.
Oh yeah, then the red velvet.
But the red velvet, the red velvet would be second.
You know what? No, I'm going to say caramel and then that Boston cream because I really like that Boston cream flavor. I really do like it.
Yeah,
I feel like I should have got some on my last
You don't. Yeah, I don't see any. And we do have an announcement to make. We have an announcement to make. If you are a fan of the pink sugar cookie, and what makes the pink sugar cookie so special is it has an almond flavor to it. It is going away. Now,
it's not going to be a weekly thing.
Right. It's not going away forever. But as of April 23rd, so like the chocolate chip and the pink sugar has been like a constant on their menu ever since we've been coming. It's been available. And so starting the 23rd, April 23rd, it is not going to be on the menu. It will come back every now and again.
As part of the rotation, just like they do everything else.
Yes. But what they're doing at Crumbl is by letting that one go, they're bringing in the opportunity to have another new cookie every week.
Or rotating in.
So instead of being 4 new cookies, there's going to be 5.
Right.
So that's starting April 23rd. So you will be able to get potentially 5 cookies that you've never had, or just like you said, rotating more in every week. I love the pink sugar cookie. If you haven't had it, now's the time to get it.
It's very good.
Then you now what is today? Okay, so you have another week. If you haven't had it, you need to get it. It's an absolutely delicious cookie. But it'll be awesome that there's going to be 5 cookies coming in. So this is a week, if I were to say, give you one, my favorite, it would definitely be the caramel.
Yeah, the caramel for me too.
Yeah, you don't want to miss the caramel. But I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll have pictures for you at the end, and thanks for watching.